guys, so today I want to talk to you a little bit about brushes and kind of a compare and contrast between natural and synthetic, and just kind of some of the comparisons and differences. For those who don't know what they are, synthetic brushes are made of man-made materials, usually, whoops, scoot there in the middle, usually plastics, usually, sometimes different fibers, where natural brushes are from an animal. Doesn't mean they killed the animal. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But natural brushes usually mean fur from an animal or brush hairs from an animal that are used to apply makeup to the skin. That being said, natural brushes are usually a little bit more expensive than synthetic brushes. Then the other question is, what are the main differences? One of the biggest differences is that natural brushes hold more powders and more pigments and more product than a synthetic brush. When using a synthetic brush, and you'll have to excuse me, a lot of these are dirty because I've been using them. This is a brush set that I just got that I actually posted to my blogger a couple weeks ago, and oh my gosh, I've been obsessed with it because you guys know I'm obsessed with fan brushes. I love this thing. Back to the video, Cassandra. The main difference is that this will pick up a lot of powder and transfer it very, very easily. Natural brush, on the other hand, is going to pick up a ton of powder, but it's going to want to stay in the bristles. So you're going to need to use a heavier hand to apply it. With this, it'll come off immediately, and you're going to constantly, need to dip and put back on and dip and put back on. With a natural bristled brush, you can dip once, you can apply some more, apply some more, apply some more, and then go back in for a second kind of dip. The other thing is that natural brushes generally hold their shape a little bit better. Occasionally, synthetic brushes will be made of plastic, and although they're still really good quality, as you guys can see, this one's shape is a little bit off from this one because I have been using this one more. That being said, what's better? Kind of hard. It really depends on you, depends on your makeup style, depends on your budget, your application, and things like that. Generally, when applying face products, I do not like to use a natural bristle. Reason why is because when I use a natural bristle, it kind of absorbs all of the product, all of the foundation, all of everything, and I can't really get it onto my skin, and I feel like I'm wasting it. When I use a synthetic brush to apply my foundation, and my face powders and things like that, I feel like I get it all off and out of there and onto my actual face. Now for eyeshadows and things like that, I do like to use a natural bristle. This is just my personal opinion though. The reason why is because it usually transfers a little bit better, and when I apply, it comes off smooth, which does happen with synthetic as well, but I also feel like I have to use less dips to get the same amount of coverage. So I'll give you guys kind of a close-up. As you guys can see, this one kind of has lost its shape a little bit just because I've used it quite a bit. And this one is, a natural bristle, and it's, holding its shape pretty well. Something that you might think is different that's not is the softness. These are actually both pretty much the same softness in my opinion. This is a MAC 138. Kind of like for applying blush or kind of contour and things like that. It's kind of a dome shape. This is a Sedona Lace Fb0. And as you guys can see, it's again the same dome shape. These apply pretty much the same. They have the same exact structure. The only difference is that this one is a lot less than this one. And in addition, this one is a little bit better, in my opinion, for the face than a natural bristle. Now, if you guys love natural bristles or if you've been using them already, stick with them. Now, I do not personally have a fan brush that is a natural bristle. This is just a synthetic one, but I love fan brushes. You guys know they're great for sweeping away little under eye things when you do your shadow. This is the Giganto one, and this is great for applying translucent powder just really, really lightly to your entire face. Now, this is synthetic, and the reason that I like synthetic is because it won't it won't stay all in the brush. If this was a natural brush, it would probably stay a little bit more, and I'd have to work harder to get it onto my face. This is a Sedona Lace Fb0, and as I posted on the blog, I am just obsessed with this because you know how much I love these. Another thing I wanted to compare are these two little eyeshadow brushes. This one is a MAC 228 and a Sedona Lace EB21. As you guys can see, they're about the same size. They're just a very, very small eyeshadow brush for very precise applications. But the difference is, oopsies, you see there's a ton of powder that comes out. This one, not so much. The difference is that these are going to apply a little bit differently. When you use this one, it's going to apply a little bit heavier, which means you just need kind of one application and you're done. When using something like this, you may need to go in a little bit more just to get it all off there and just rub it in a little bit more. This one you can just dip, 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 and go. This one you kind of have to dip and kind of rub it in. Then again, if you're looking for a very, very demure look, and if you're looking to just use a little bit of product, sometimes natural will be better, depending on what you kind of go for. The one I wanted to compare is the MAC 266 and the Sedona Lace Fb0. As you guys can see, this is a synthetic, this one's a natural. They're both angled, they're pretty much the same, but as you guys can see, this one has a little bit of different variation. It's a little bit thicker, and that's just for these brushes. This one is, of course, a little bit thinner. But also, when buying a synthetic brush, you can be pretty sure that it's going to be just like the last one. Let's say that I love this brush and I lost it. I can go buy another synthetic brush from the exact same company. It'll be the same. Now, as far as natural brushes go, sometimes these will vary. Because these are handmade, every single one of them is different. So sometimes you'll have a little bit of variation there. An example of that would be the 224. I have about 3 of these, and this is the MAC 224. Every single one of these is like different. It's like a different shape, it's a different, thing like that. And the reason why is because they're all handmade. Now with Sedona Lace, they have a very similar one. This is the EB13, and this one, it's always going to look this way. It's always going to come this way when you buy it. And these are just both blending brushes. So is natural or synthetic better? That's kind of up to you guys. It really depends. I love natural and I love synthetic too. And I'll be honest, I have been using this brush kit ever since I got it, just because it has the fan brush and it has kind of all the brushes I need. It's the Vortex, and it comes with a case. MAC doesn't usually come in a set or a case, so I have to put it in here. Another big difference is the price. MAC you can get from Nordstrom, from Macy's, from the MAC store. Sedona Lace you can get online. You can get other brushes online too. But MAC never goes on sale. Sedona Lace, I actually got these at a discount. I think it was Vortex 10, but I'll have to make sure. And I don't know how long that's going to be there for. I honestly don't know. I'll post it in the bottom for you. But MAC, if you see it in a set, it's almost counterfeit unless it's like a travel set or a mini set. So don't go online and try to find MAC stuff unless it's from an authorized retailer, because there's a lot of fakes out there. With these, there's not that many fakes, and they are a really good quality. So it kind of depends on what you like and what your price point is. Of course, if you're on a budget and you don't want to spend, $40 for a brush, you can spend, I think it was like $50 and get an entire set. Especially with like the coupon discount, you get like 10% off or whatever, so it's even cheaper. MAC, again, does not go on sale. Some people have like special membership, they get it on sale, or if you work at MAC you get a sale. But for the general population like you and me, we're not that fortunate. So it really depends on your price point. It really depends on you guys and what you love. Yeah. So I hope that this review helps you guys. In addition, that's the other thing, when you buy natural brushes like MAC, you have to buy them individually. Now, when I got my Sedona Lace kit, it all comes as one. And again, you're gonna have to forgive me because these are all really dirty, but as you guys can see, it comes with a bunch of different brushes and it comes in a set. MAC, you would have to buy each one of these individually. This is actually one of my favorite foundation brushes. You just like stipple it on. Oh, let me show you this. Isn't that neat? This is an eyeliner brush. It's like angled and like it helps you apply gel liner without stabbing your eye because it's angled, so it like goes over your lashes. I don't even know if MAC has one of these. They should. I don't know if they do. Whoa, you see there's a lot of powder coming out of that. That means I didn't clean them properly, so please excuse this. But just to show you, you get a ton of different brushes in one, which is great if you're on a budget or if you just need something to grab and go. If you have the money and if you have the time and you do want to collect each one of your brushes separately, then MAC is a good choice because you can do that. Honestly, personally, like I said, I love both. For the price, Sedona Lace is, or synthetic brushes are a much better buy for the price. But if you guys are a guru or a fanatic, or if you want to step out of the box and try something else, natural brushes are great too. And as you guys can see, I don't stick with one or the other. I mix a little bit of both. And I recommend everyone else do that too, just that you have everything you need at your fingertips. So I hope that this helped you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this kind of natural versus synthetic review, kind of talking stuff. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye.